Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner box to 24. Good evening, good evening. How's everyone doing this evening? Hope everybody doing well. I'm doing pretty good on this side as always. God is great. God is good and I can't complain. So, just wanted to talk a little bit about Terrence Bud Crawford and David Avaneysan, the fight last night. Of course, Terrence got the stoppage, TKO in the 6th round. Caught him with an uppercut and a short right. I mean, that was a nasty punch, man. That was a nice punch. Terrence Crawford, he can. I'm not saying he was losing a fight, but when he fought Sean Porter, it was like he was losing rounds. But he's also dissecting. He's also dissecting you and seeing how he's gonna break you down and pick you apart. He's one of them fighters that can kind of afford to do it because he can come back with a whirlwind. He can come back, with combinations, and he can come out with a one-punch stoppage. Big difference between him and Errol Spence. Not taking anything away from Spence, but I always said that if they fight, he has the power in that fight, and he could stop Errol Spence or hurt him with one punch. Whereas Errol Spence has to put a lot of punches together, punches and bunches, combinations, coming forward. And that kind of feeds right into Terrence Crawford because he knows how to pivot. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford know how to pivot on a dime, like he know how to pivot. He know how to move. You know what I'm saying? Like he could be here, then he could be here. He could be here, then he could be here. You understand what I'm saying? Like he knows how to move. He knows how to get out the way. Right? Very important in boxing. So to pivot. And that's why I keep telling people, man, it's not gonna be that easy as people think. Errol Spence gonna go in there like I know it looks that way because of what he did to Ugas and what he did to well, not to Porter because he had a rough time with Porter. What he did to Kell Brook, and even Kell Brook, let's be honest, he had a rough time with Kell Brook a few years ago before he got that stoppage. Kell Brook was giving him some business, you know what I mean? But everybody after that, up until Sean Porter, we look at him, we say, oh man, this dude is invincible. Mikey Garcia, a lightweight, okay. So we're looking at him just coming forward and breaking dudes down, and we're like, oh, okay, nobody could do nothing with him, but no. Crawford is much different, okay? So, like I said, I like Crawford in that fight. And last night showed me even more. Now, people going to say David Avaneysan, not that good. He's been stopped before. He's not a top 3 fighter. All of that's true. But at the end of the day, he's still a good fighter, a decent fighter, and he was on a win streak. I'll say that. Again, I'm not defending Terrence Crawford because I think he should have fought Boots or he should have fought Ortiz, but he didn't. He fought Avaneysan, and that's what he did. I do think he was trying to negotiate with Errol Spence, though. I do think he was trying to get that fight, and I think something broke down in them. I don't know everything, but something broke down some kind of way, and that didn't happen. And he had a chance to make $10 million, and you just can't be mad about that for fighting David Avaneysan. To fight Boots, he would have wanted more money, I'm sure, because that's very high risk, low reward fight. That's low reward, no reward. You know what I mean? So I know he would have wanted a hell of a money to fight Boots, $15, $20 million at least, right? Same kind of money he's looking for to fight Spence, who got 3 belts. But that's the kind of risk it is to fight Boots or even Virgil Ortiz. But then again, man, this is boxing, man. It's about taking risks. You have to. You got to take a risk, okay? You can't really run away from that. So he handled his business last night, bottom line, right? But the stoppage, the way he stopped him, that dude was on the canvas, couldn't even get up. He was really hurt. So I'm just talking about the fashion in which he stopped him. The way in which he stopped him, that was a hell of a punch. It hurt him. It really broke him up, and he was really, really hurt. So I think anybody that Spence hits flush, they got a problem. I'm not gonna say everybody's gonna get hit the canvas. I'm not gonna say that either, right? But I will say Errol Spence. I think he could definitely hurt Errol Spence and drop him. You know what I'm saying? I think if they fight, he's gonna be the power puncher in that fight. I think he will. Errol Spence would be the boxer, but he would be the power puncher. And hey, I'm looking forward to the fight. At the end of the day, I want to see him fight Boots because I know that's a totally different outcome, a totally different fight. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I think the next best thing is for him and Errol Spence to fight. And we got to see if Errol Spence even fights Keith Thurman in February. And then I heard he has 120 days to make a decision on if he's going to fight Boots. So we got to see if that even happens. So now Crawford may just move up to 154. Now, if he moves up to 154 and he don't give Boots a shot, that's going to be a problem because he just said that Boots' name never came up and he would fight him in a heartbeat. So now we're going to see. Now, he did his work last night, but let's see what he do going forward. Let's see if he's going to be a man of his word. Let's see if he's going to eat his word. Let's see if he's going to be and act like what he says he is, which is pound for pound the best fighter in the world, because he said that himself. He called the best fighter in the world. A lot of people call him that pound for pound number one over Canelo, which I never agreed with that, but a lot of people say that, and he has said that he's the best fighter in the world. So now let's see if your actions measure up to what you said. Okay? You're a free agent now. Things should be a little bit easier. So now let's see if you say, you know what, now I'm going to take a challenge. Spence ain't ready. He got other things on the table. Let me fight Boots. Let me fight Ortiz. Let's see what happens. All right? We're going to see. Peace and blessings in this corner, Boxing 24. Please subscribe to the page. Please leave your comments. Everybody be safe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace.